AV SuperFriends on Topic is an independent production wholly owned and operated by AV SuperFriends, LLC. For the highest quality recording of all of our shows, visit avsuperfriends.com. This is AV SuperFriends on Topic, a 30-minute monthly roundtable focused on a single topic. This discussion will be opinionated, to the point, and saturated with our well-known blend of painfully won expertise and deeply ingrained immaturity. Holy shnikey. Sorry, everyone, we're running late because Larry had to find lights. Justin's curious about buttons, and Jamie's moving things on the screen. Mark set fire to his office. It's in the background there. So,
took a lot.
Always curious about buttons. I love buttons.
Let's roll into this. For December 2025, it's the best sounding and most don't forget your adapter podcast in higher ed. This is the AV SuperFriends on Topic, episode number 65.
Bringosaurus.
Broadcasting live across the country or wherever AV professionals are frantically trying to keep everything working long enough to reach winter break. Just got to get through that second week in December. And yes, we can see you guys back there rebooting the system again. It's fine. We won't judge at this point.
Just unplug the power. Plug it back in.
Well, it's the most wonderful time of the year, assuming your project schedule didn't just slip into January and your capital construction budget didn't just freeze harder than the parking lot behind that engineering annex, but, you know, all that fun stuff. So gather around the glow of your LED backlit monitors, sip your peppermint-flavored burnout fuel that you call coffee, and join us as we deck the halls with cable bundles, we hang projector drops with care, and pray that this year's PC service pack updates don't turn your classroom systems into festive little bricks. So whether you're troubleshooting the ghost of installs past, you're wrangling last-minute faculty party emergencies, or you're begging procurement for just one last Christmas miracle before the fiscal year end, we're here to jingle those bells right alongside with you. So plug in, power up, and let's make the spirits bright. It's time for another Friday afternoon podcast adventure with the AV SuperFriends.
We're here.
I wrote that this morning.
Good job.
That was a great
right
speech.
off the tongue.
Yeah.
And let's say hello to today's panel of AV SuperFriends with this one. So today I'm joined by a... Whoa, almost hit the wrong one there. Today I'm joined by a... Whoops. Hold on.
Here we go.
Things going all over the place here.
Take 3.
All right. We'll get it figured out. Our first panelist leads enterprise lighting strategies with optional festive accent modes that mysteriously appear every December. He's a director of illuminated environments and decorative lighting integration from Kansas City. Say hello to Mr. Jamie Reinhardt.
Hi.
All right, then.
I ain't got nothing. Nothing today.
Our next panelist specializes in making the impossible December deadlines happen, even though often through sheer holiday magic and caffeine. He's a senior manager of logistics, deliverables, and end-of-year miracle scheduling from Corvallis, Oregon. Say hello to Mr. Mark Kolozinski.
The trick I use is I just change the due date on a calendar. I just move it to January.
I do that a lot, actually.
And we're done. It's
Just
that
move,
easy.
Move tasks to next
Just
week.
move it. Yep.
Fantastic.
Next year.
Next year. Just
Next
change
year.
the 5 to a 6.
Yeah.
God.
Here we go. Still on.
So yeah, still on track. Look at that. All right, so our next panelist ensures facilities operate smoothly during cold snaps, snowstorms, and the annual thermostat feud. He's a lead engineer for climate comfort and seasonal resilient systems from Greensboro, North Carolina. Say hello to Mr. Larry Darling.
I don't know why I got the one with the snowstorm. We don't get snowstorms.
That's why I put it in there, because you hate snow.
They shut the entire campus down if there's a threat.
Seasonal resiliency.
And our final panelist oversees winter term projects, annual unexpected closures, and the strategic deployment of morale-boosting cookies. He's a vice president of seasonal operations and holiday readiness planning from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Say hello to Mr. Justin Rexing.
Always reminding people that holiday mode doesn't override physics.
Holiday mode.
You have a holiday mode?
The setting on your doohickey widget thing, that just don't put it in holiday mode.
No, never.
Okay.
Like, just giving me show titles left and right here.
Like that. Right there. That went into holiday mode.
That's holiday mode?
Apparently. That's called Christmas tree number 2 setting.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what's happening right now.
Okay. Well,
It's the same as Christmas tree number 1.
On today's show, we're going to discuss those
Didn't
things
work.
on your holiday wish list that need other things to actually work the way we want them to. But first, a little bit of housekeeping. So if you're listening to this as a recorded MP3, remember we do broadcast live every Friday at about 3:15 Eastern, 12:15 Pacific, or whenever Larry finishes untangling the holiday light strings that he swears are already organized. You can find us live on Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, where the show is exactly the same. Though actually today we've got a second thing going. Apparently in YouTube you can pick whether it's portrait or landscape, and I'm not sure how that actually works.
Sure.
This is a new
Whole team
feature.
of elves working on it in the background. We can't figure it out.
All it did was break every graphic we've ever made.
Yes.
Yeah.
But apparently there's like a user. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, so if you can't join us live, please do follow us on the show. So on the socials, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Blue Sky, basically anywhere you go when you're hiding from your family during holiday gatherings. If you could do us a Christmas favor and spread the word, tell your colleagues, friends, enemies, random elves, and that guy insisting that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, he's wrong. And
If you're going to like Best Buy and you can like change, like see if you can have like YouTube on there and go to that and put AV SuperFriends on there for us.
You know what,
That's what you
Mark?
want to do.
I need somebody to tell me, why was there a line outside of Best Buy this morning? I mean, it's not Black Friday.
No.
Does anybody know what's going on with Best Buy? Are they doing some kind of weird
is there a new
giveaway?
Nintendo? Is today the Nintendo Switch 3 something?
No, that came out in the summer.
I don't know why. I mean, I was not to derail us or
Yeah.
anything,
Thanks, Justin.
Because people really wanted whatever it is they wanted in there and they needed to have it.
Yeah,
That's
but
the big thing.
But
Is there ever a line at Best Buy anymore?
there
They all
was
needed
this morning.
New wash machines.
Bowling Green, Kentucky, there was
refrigerators.
30 people standing out there before they opened at 10 a.m. No, it was
Sneak
way
peek,
earlier. It was
double
like
secret Black Friday release.
it was
What
after
were
I
you
dropped.
doing at Best Buy at 10 a.m.?
I was driving by,
Why
dropped the
aren't you
dogs
at work,
off.
sir.
I dropped the dogs off at school this morning.
Who dropped the dogs off?
I did. Do it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They go to school. They learn a lot. I was coming back home, driving by
What?
Best Buy.
Is this going
What
to
are
get
we
back to anything
doing?
interesting?
I think, thank you. And I look over, I'm like, is it Black Friday? No. What's going on with Best Buy? And then Mark reminded me that I needed to, you know what? I'm going to ask AI.
Okay, ask Al. He'll get it. So anyway, yes.
I'll get back to you all on this.
All right,
you were saying, Chris.
Yeah, finally, if you do want to toss us a little holiday magic our direction, please consider supporting the show. Your contributions help to keep us bringing you the honest and slightly spicy content that you expect. And all that fun
Random
stuff.
Shit.
And stories about Justin's dog's trip to Best Buy, I guess.
We went to school. We didn't go to Best Buy. We're not allowed in Best Buy. There was a situation.
All right, I'm going to stop.
There's a,
There was some unpleasantness at Best Buy. So.
Yeah, there was a situation.
Golly Moses. All right, so yes, we are dressed up for Christmas in November, violating several federal laws, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And at least
Yeah, we're on
the
a Christmas
the
deal.
common Walmart schedule. Well, actually, wait. Are all the holiday decorations out already? I think
no, we're back to
yeah.
school mode already, man. We're like,
it's Valentine's Day.
yeah,
now.
we're moving on.
Yeah.
That was like back in August. We were in Christmas mode.
All right. Well, let me start this. So, what we're going to do on today's show? This is our as Mark reminded us this morning.
Early Black Friday starts today, according to Best Buy. So that's why.
So today's show is our first holiday special, if that makes sense. We're going to do at least another one, but because we do a show for
this year.
December
This year.
that releases on the first of the month, so we're doing December stuff in November, so it's ready for you on December 1st. So those of you listening to this as a podcast later, ignore all of this.
Yes.
Whoa.
If you're listening to it while like traveling to wherever you're going for Christmas, great. Thank you. We'll have another show for you to listen to also.
I hope
Make
your
sure you tune in
Thanksgiving
for
went
that one.
well.
Yes.
So. Anyway, so here's the concept for, we talked about this earlier this week. Instead of doing
Thanksgiving.
what's on our holiday wish list or what are we returning this year, we decided we're going to go with the theme of batteries not included. That is to say, the 1987 Steven Spielberg Christmas classic, which won 7 Oscars. I have no idea, but it was about robots from the moon or something. Anyway,
Wait,
What?
I'm not.
you guys have never seen that movie?
I've seen that.
Look,
Yeah.
battery's not included, but there's no moon.
There was aliens or something.
There are aliens.
Anyway, so here's the
Oh my
concept.
God.
Everyone shut up. Here's the
It is
concept.
a fun movie, though. I like it.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, now you're
Go
right,
ahead.
but-
Let's go.
So the concept is we all have brought something that is on our Christmas list sort of thing, but requires something else. So the batteries are not included. It requires something else, some other widget, some other software, some other hardware, something to actually make it work the way that it probably should work out of the box or the way that it, we think it's going to work or something like that. So all these fun things, and I have many, many ones to suggest. And I would say to keep it a little positive, because I don't want to just complain the entire time. If you guys have something else that generally makes life easier
all the
for these
fun
sorts
out
of
of it, Jake.
projects, I think that's a fair one to suggest as well. So if you have like a make sure you have plenty of these in the case of batteries for the kids sitting around trying to make their Robbie the Robot go, and you don't have enough D-cell
There is
batteries
no
in the house.
1 in the morning cussing fit under your breath for the thing that's actually there for you. It's always the thing that's not there.
Right. It's never about what we have. What we
Didn't
don't
even
have.
put in a wrench to do this stupid Allen head piece of crap dollhouse. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Mark?
Allen head piece
I'm
of
with you,
crap
man.
dollhouse.
It's like that weird foam core cardboard stuff now. It's not even real wood.
Yeah, you're just like, this doesn't even go together.
I gotta
To use
screw it in with a
torque wrench to
drywall
make sure you
screw.
don't crush it.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah, read
mean
it.
it takes watch batteries to run?
Jamie, RTFM, bro.
So
all
Jamie,
you gotta
since
do.
you're all hyped up about this, why don't you kick us off?
Yeah, let's go. Come
Oh,
on, Jamie.
now I'm upset.
Yeah.
I do not have a positive thing. But I am increasingly annoyed by the advertisements for a software product that requires the piece of hardware to go with it. For example,
Like a dongle?
a dongle, well, like the old iKey days when for like
Give me an
the
example.
old digital workstations where you want to use Pro Tools, right? Well,
God.
make sure you buy the entire interface that goes with it.
That reminds me of those J5 products, like those J5 USB products that are hardware based that you have to have their software to make it work.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking reverse. For
Reverse
instance,
of that? Okay.
I've been looking for like an AES 67 audio, like virtual audio driver for the
Oh, yeah, you've been
computer,
on
right?
for this
Just
for a while. Yeah.
okay. Merging Technologies makes one. Merging is owned by Sennheiser, Neumann, who that conglomerate. It supposedly is a wonderful software driver. Supposedly. That you can download, you can install, and the first thing it tells you is you need one of our very expensive USB audio interfaces to even activate.
That's $24,000.
And I'm like, but apparently it's a really good thing. But you have to have their interface. I'm like, can't I just give you now, I think maybe recently they've changed it and it's actually a license fee. But I'm like, at least let me buy a license.
No. Buy the
Nope.
hardware first, sir.
You have to have the merging hardware in order to use that AS67. And I'm like, it's an open source software. It's an audio driver. Come on,
Let me have it. Give it to me.
give it to me.
Nope.
Yeah, that was very much like
So-
the old Pro Tools model.
It is, and it just in today's modern, setup, I'm just like, come on. Now, to Justin's point, when it's the reverse, I bought the hardware. Now you have to use the software, some Logitech BS or something. But not throwing products under the bus here.
Never.
But
Never.
I get
we do
frustrated
that.
when it's the other way around. Like this software is a fully functional piece of software. Why'd I have to buy your $7,000 interface to run it?
That way we can control the experience, Jamie. We want to make sure you're getting the very best of what our version of AES 67 can bring to you as you venture through your enterprise deployment.
Generally, it's one better. It's AS68.
Hope not.
Get the next one in there.
Sure.
That's not
But that-
compatible with this
yeah,
version
that's
of
my-
You
Windows.
said it was Sennheiser.
Yeah.
That's my batteries not included. Well, when they bought it, I was excited. I even asked Sennheiser. I'm like,
He
when
missed
they
it.
purchased the company, I'm like, are you going to like release this for real?
No.
No.
We had an
Thanks.
empty web page. We had to put it on there.
Thanks.
Put it up.
Awesome. You have a great product I can't use. Awesome. Thanks.
It's the best. It's the best. All right. Well,
So that's my
so
battery.
you're asking me for an expensive piece of hardware. I'm going to write it down so that you can use AES 67. Got it.
Yeah.
Put it in your stocking, sir. Got
I
it.
did not buy said thing. So
Okay.
Okay.
Who's
Larry,
next, Chris?
Larry, what's going on over there? Aside from your brighter than the sun.
Yeah,
blue
that's
lights.
super bright.
There's no dimming on it. Sorry, I threw it up last minute.
Put a hat on it.
Well, before the show, Larry was scrambling to get Christmas lights set up in his
He was
office.
mad that he forgot
There
that
was
we were supposed to be
papers
Christmassy.
flying and hardware being chucked across everything. It was pretty entertaining.
all of my Christmas is still in boxes in storage. So
Oh,
Same.
all of ours
Exactly.
is up. We're decorated.
no, we are
Fully
we are-
decorated here.
We are has to be Thanksgiving family. So
So when I thought about this, I immediately went back to like when we were kids watching Saturday morning cartoons, and the commercial for the Christmas toy everybody was after already had like all this other stuff with it that made it look really cool. But the
You
toy
need the
by
full
itself,
play set.
Yeah, like the Nintendo Entertainment System had the robot in the commercial and all this other crap you didn't get when you bought the thing itself.
Robot.
And that's kind of how I feel when I
What
look
was the
at the Extron USC SW303 and 313.
It's all
I'm
still-
numbers and digits, man.
I'm still on this Nintendo robot thing. I haven't got past
Look
It was,
it
it.
up.
it was
It's a
called
thing.
it was called Rob. It was for the original Nintendo. There was a robot that had like one game for it. Yeah.
So
the Power
like,
Glove, that thing was sweet.
I
Remember
saw
the Power
this
Glove.
presentation switcher at either a conference or in person at Extron. I forget which one it was. And immediately I was like, yeah, this might be
This is it.
the higher ed presentation switcher for all the standard classrooms across campus. So I ordered one for our sandbox room, and it does everything you want, but nothing you actually need. Like it falls in that category exactly.
Look at all this stuff I could do if that was
It's
somehow part of
got-
our standard.
2 HDMI, a USB-C that they actually treat like USB-C, minus the data that nobody actually cares about anyway.
You mean minus the
Whoa.
Ethernet data, not
Whoa.
USB
Yeah,
data.
minus the Ethernet data because I don't want that over that connection.
Somebody
But-
does.
Yeah.
Jamie apparently.
Yeah,
this guy.
Jamie, nobody
I'll
else.
take it. I need that.
But it, like, when you open it up and actually start trying to use it, all these glaring things you should have caught beforehand start to pop up.
Like
Like-
what? Like what?
I got 3. I will list them from the
I got these
least.
3 pages of things here.
This is the
Top
airing
3.
of grievances right here. Okay. I
Festivus.
will release them to the least offensive to the one that you got to be
Ooh,
kidding me.
Okay, this is good.
Least offensive. It doesn't. It has a single HDMI out. No big deal. I can use a DA, but if I'm going to use this in a classroom, I want to drive my local monitor and the projector or the display at the front of the room. No big deal. I can see that. That's not a problem.
By the way, people putting DAs behind things annoys me.
Well, that's why I don't want to do it.
Then don't.
Yeah. Number 2, and this is the one I can't just wire
No, I
around
have
and get
to. It's on
around.
the bill of materials, Chris. I have to put it in there.
Number 2, it's got HDMI out. So
What?
either
We just-
I have to put this mounted behind the display or up at the projector and have my computer and my laptop connections up there too, or I've got to get another box to get my signal where I need it. And
We also sell this pairing kit that is an HD-based T extension
Fortunately
kit.
for you,
if
they
you'd like to
have
buy that.
everything
they have all the widgets I need to make this work,
Of course they do.
but it's just like Widget Town. And
Yes.
third, there is no audio out of this presentation switcher.
Yeah. Oh, HDMI.
This will work on Justin's campus.
So the only way this box actually
WKU
works
certified.
is if
Maybe.
you have a credenza with the computer, with the laptop connections there, and a display right above it.
Yeah.
Like if they would just take care of those, and I've already talked to their engineers, like this is what you need to do. Like I would have that in 90% of my classrooms across campus.
And did you look at him and say, have you ever plugged this thing in for real?
I, seriously,
You
like
ever use this thing? Yeah.
yeah, it is like so close to being the perfect small little switcher.
It's about as useful as the media port.
yeah.
It's so close. They're missing like
Don't
one
get
or
me
two
started.
little
You put
things.
a quarter in me about that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So it's just about as useful as that thing.
So this
it's
is
a
this
great
is your new
product.
standard. This is the classroom of the future. Is what you're telling me.
I do not want to have 3 widgets to make this work in every room across
This and a
campus.
button
So
panel.
no,
But
it's
Larry-
not that.
Looking at this thing, it still has those little
Really?
yeah, the little the
we
dry
need that.
contacts on there for the
We
show me
need
buttons.
that.
I know. That's exciting. However, it has
To
more
both people who
buttons
use it.
than there are inputs. So I don't really know like what those dry contacts are for.
Are they assignable?
And
They're for the movable air walls that you have in
Yeah.
all your divide conquer
So,
rooms.
Chris, on his list, that was number 22 and 23.
Yeah.
So he hadn't quite got to that
that's
point yet.
minor and inconsequential. Like the big 3 are the big 3. Otherwise, I can't use it.
Those are just seasoning.
By the way, I've
Okay.
noticed this with other manufacturers who have a USB-C, a device, USB-C on one end, it's an extender, it's got USB, whatever. And it's almost there, and every single one of these has like one port that's weird. They're like, yeah, we put that port on the other box. It's over there now.
I'm gonna
You're just
upgrade
like,
that.
what's the model for this? Who's doing this? Please stop. So, okay.
Okay, well,
So
excellent.
Larry, you said this is almost part of your standard, not quite.
It can't be part of my standard. I can't make it work without like substantially
Widget town.
increasing
More
my
widgets, yeah.
risk of failure in every classroom.
It
More
is
power
now
adapters
part
and
of
wall
his,
warts.
his test rack of antiquated equipment.
Now it's
I
basically
know,
a
I
big
have 5 of
giant
them on campus. On
switcher
those
in a little rack
weird
to move
little-
6 inches.
Yeah,
Yeah, these are going to be those things you need for that one room to make this thing work. But
yeah. As instead of the 260, it goes in 5.
Did it have a useful like audio mixer embedded on it? Was it?
No,
Apparently
I
it
don't
doesn't
care
do
about
anything
audio.
with
Oh, it doesn't
Like,
have any
there's no
audio.
audio. Like it's
Oh, whatever's embedded, it just passes it along. That's what you get.
Yep.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, and then their DSPs don't have HDMI, so don't worry about it.
yeah. So you can't get this to that regardless.
Sounds like the future. I like it.
Cool.
More of those for Larry. Is what I hear. Okay. To make it, how many do you need for it to be your new standard? How many is it going to take to put you in this as your standard, Larry? 100, 200? I'll put you down
HD base T
for 100 baker's dozens.
Whoa.
and audio out, and it's there.
All right. Fair enough.
It's close.
Well, you can buy HD base T out, you just can't get it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounded weird, Jamie. Sounded kind of weird.
Did it?
But okay, moving on.
We're giving you the
Let's go.
points.
Justin,
Bring it
go.
on. Bring it
Justin.
on.
Oh, it's
Best
my go?
Buy. Yeah, bring it on.
So
Best Buy.
similar to Larry, but different. Around
Perfect.
HD base T device. So we've always used for our very 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 basic classrooms. You got one
Monoprice.
projector, 2 or 3 inputs. We used a DM TX 4K 302.
4KZ? 4KZ?
No.
It's gotta have the
sir?
No. We used to
No.
a long time ago when the
the Z.
4K was out, not the Z. So we're buying them and they come, this is the RDL thing, right? Like we all know that RDL doesn't come with power supplies.
Wait,
We all know this. So every time we screw that up, that's on us because they've been doing that for years. They've always, everything is, you always have to buy the power supply separate. You know this. So, I screw it up still. That's on me because, that's how RDL operates. Well, just all of a sudden, when Crestron came out with the Z model, they're like, we're going to put this verbiage in our, what do they call it? Our supplemental guide, not the manual,
Oh,
but the supplemental guide.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's the only place you can find it that it does not it's an optional power supply. Like, what do you mean it's optional?
That
Does it
freaky
work
24
without
volt.
it?
No, unless you add one of those big chassis to it, I guess, and get PODM, right? And
They had a
that's
couple
we don't
NVX
use those anymore.
encoders
kind of
are
like that
too.
BS with the NV32.
So now you have to buy the 24 volt power supplies anytime you buy the transmitter. And it's just a stupid problem. Like, so we bought a bunch of them up at classrooms and they ship. I'm like, where's the power supplies? I mean, obviously we had some laying around from like
How?
some 1990s.
Every Crestron power supply I've ever been around ended up in the trash.
Yeah, they all died.
Oh,
eventually,
we-
so.
Ours, I've got piles of them that are extra.
Probably because never mind.
They
Every
Western
damn
Kentucky runs on
scaler.
108 volts.
they mostly last,
Is it one time? It works.
But now, their Crestron's becoming like RDL. It's like shrinkflation almost. It's like, well, we won't
I think
change
there
the
was a day where
price,
we probably
but
all opened the box and we're like, God, another one of these damn power supplies. And we're just, so they're like, fine, you want power supplies?
I just think if it takes a weird one, put it in there. For instance, like that NV32.
yeah,
Great, not everybody's running 900 watts of PoE on
PoE
their
plus
switches.
plus.
No, I
plus.
put a power supply in every single one of those.
So
Yes,
let's
plus,
just and then what power supply can we use? You'd want that?
Can't.
Well, try this one. Oh wait, we found out that one didn't work. Try this other one. Oh wait, we found out that one didn't work. Now it's not just them. I've had the same issue with some of the other companies.
Speaking of, this is like
If
a
it's not a typical power supply, then throw it in there. If it's a typical one, who cares?
if you're looking for clever
Or just document
devices,
it better. Like, I mean, do something better about documentation. Just don't
clever
bury that
power
shit.
management. Check out the new like Turtle AV stuff. What they're
Yeah.
doing on the PoE and then stuff like all manufacturers. If you're listening, I know you're not, but if you are, go look at what they're doing because what they're doing on that PoE side and what their multi-power supply is what you all should be thinking about doing.
Well, what are they doing?
Look it up. Go look at it. It will power PoE as well as you can inject that power.
I'm
gonna
on this
ask-
show, so I don't have to look up stuff.
Yeah,
Go
I'm going to
check it
ask
out.
AI
Go look,
now.
Go look
I
at
guess.
that. It is remarkable the way that they've thought about how they're managing the power
Mark's
supply.
being super
Is
secret
it the
about
power
turtles.
gain sharing?
Almost. It is almost that.
There's a lot of things they're doing that is very
Yeah.
clever.
It
I
can provide
think-
power through that network as well as like multi-power.
Ooh,
other
it's
devices.
PoE powered that provides power.
I like that.
It's a PoE powered PSE.
Yeah, it's wild. So no, it's clever. If you look at it first, you're like, what? Why would you do that? And then you're like, oh, well, maybe I need to
Are there
hang
just two
something else
ports
off
on
of
it?
that.
It says like PoE in and out.
The
You're
main
just like,
plug, and then also will provide out of their network. So it's
So Visionaries, like the full Duet model, does that. The secondary port, well, it only provide the 7.5 watts on the second port, but usually that's enough to light something.
if you run the primary unit PoE plus, yes,
Right.
Yes.
you can basically siphon off some of that power, and after enough of that, I feed into a car battery. And then I take
yeah,
that
you just have a
home,
little 12 volt.
and then I dump
sidecar
that
there.
into my house charger. So
And they're doing all
It's all
the
free.
the
It's free
Phantom
power.
and everything like that through too. They've got some
do
clever
ra-
products coming out.
random phantom power on an encoder.
Yeah, just run that in there.
Just a needle Larry because it's not on the amplifiers. we don't have phantom power on amplifiers, but we do on this box over here.
yeah, why not?
Is that an interface? No.
PoE with Phantom power. So clever.
Okay.
Okay. So Justin yours was just
Freebie.
include
Power supplies.
Gotcha.
Include power supplies. Don't be like RDL. RDL, you get a pass because you've been, I guess, doing it for so long. We should
Yeah.
know better.
Your
But
grandfather
still,
did.
don't change this shit without.
Yeah, but to
I
Let
want the
some
power
people
supply.
know.
everything RDL makes is 12 volts.
Now, I will give you that if it's
No.
PoE plus or PoE standard, whatever, just don't include one because usually, I mean, I don't know the rules
still.
on this, guys. I mean, when it's
You're making
PoE,
them up.
I'm probably speccing it for that reason, and I'm going to run it off a network switch that has PoE. But this thing
always.
does not really have PoE that's standard. It's the, anyways. You get what I'm
How
saying.
do you feel about all the Euro adapters though in that power supply box?
I feel like
All the
I'm
stuff that's
killing
taking
the
up 3/4 of the rest of the box.
Well,
How-
I
do you
kind
still
of
want
open
that
the
stuff?
bag. I pick out that one thing and pick out the other,
You
and then
pick
I
out
dump.
the America port. You're like,
Yep.
America. That's the one.
Yep.
Like
Sometimes I like to mix it up because there's one with holes and one without, and I'll pick the one.
Speaks French.
I'm gonna do the
Use
one.
the ones without the holes, man.
I'm gonna do the ones without the holes this time. This time I'm gonna do the one with the holes.
All
No, it's-
I do is just flip the little red switch by.
You guys are gonna
by
make
the
me run a
plug port.
commercial about that.
Holes? I bet it's wrote.
Careful.
Written,
What you say.
wrote, roted.
It's
It's
writted.
already writted.
Ridded.
Yeah,
Ritidized.
So
got it.
all right. Well, let me jump in here.
So you're going in?
We saw Mark's too.
I know,
Mine's terrible.
but I need to type stuff. so-
Mark's is probably something dumb.
He just said it was Jamie.
Probably. Yeah.
So I'm going to call out, and Jamie, you mentioned him earlier.
What?
Our friends over at QSys, who love to stuff software licenses required onto their hardware that you've spent $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 or $6,000 on, and then it turns out that thing you're trying to do requires a little license to unlock capabilities, which are already built in for a very expensive piece of hardware. So please knock that shit off. Now, to their credit, due to, let's just say, vehement pushback from the industry at large, they did stop on a couple of them, which were priced very low anyway, so like $78 for this thing every time. It's just like, why am I doing this? But they didn't include all of them, and there's still two that bother me to no end. Now, I understand if you're going to be captain consultant and you're specing an entire cruise ship or shopping mall full of whatever paging system you're doing, and then there's some sort of weird stuff going on there, but for most of us, it's a typical classroom, conference room, meeting space, whatever. It's nothing fancy. Please knock off this thing about, oh, you need this little software widget to make it work. So it's aggravating, and it is annoying to no end.
Code.
And, well, here's the worst part.
It trips our purchasing departments out.
Well, I figured out a way around that. Don't call it a license.
Well, I
'cause
know,
then
it
it has
just
to
still-
get reviewed, but yes.
Still trips them out.
The worst part is when you go to order, you say, okay, I'm doing a building, I need 20 of these things. They don't send you 20 codes. They send you one code that has 20 uses. So good luck keeping track of that. And I know that they're going to say right now,
Do it
there's
all at once.
Several from that company listening right now, I know, saying, but we sell a giant server thing that can do that for you. That's not a solution. Buying more stuff to manage the things I shouldn't have to manage in the first place is not a solution. So please stop what you're doing. It's bad.
And David, I didn't say it this time.
Yes.
Right? It's they know.
More
They
licenses
know.
is what
They
I'm
know.
hearing. More licenses. Okay.
I do want to say, I'm going to shift here because here's a positive one. I'm just going to say in general positive stuff.
Give
not about-
people the positive spin. This is but season of
And
giving,
these are
Chris.
those little widgets which everyone should just have many of these floating around. And they are whichever USB encoder that you like. Now, that can be Magewell, it could be InnoGenny, it could be, you're that Amazon $30 one, which works frickin' fine, that just has USB on one side and HDMI on the other. And because
boxes of them.
you're going to need that at some
just
point.
in case.
Yes, you
Prepping.
will need those at some point.
And you know
so
what?
those
Every
are great little
single
things
one
to
of
have
those
around.
comes with cables.
They do. Weird how that works.
The elusive A to A cable.
Now, if you work for a major integrator and you don't understand how USB encoding works, and instead of taking the baseband video thing over to the USB encoder and then plugging it straight into the computer, you extend USB to get there, then a bah humbug on you, because that's wrong and you're terrible, and please stop what you're doing and pay attention to what the drawings were when you were handed them. So, but,
You're gonna love Teams Room. You were gonna love Teams Room so much, Chris.
yeah, USB extension can die in a fire.
C.
I have one right here.
Yes, in that fire that Mark has behind him, all the USB extenders should go in there.
Nice and warm and coastal.
Stop buying products that have only a USB port, because that's another one for the list. Is like, why, unless that's within 6 feet of the compute that it's going into, why are you
I only
buying
do that in really small conference rooms,
it? And that's fine.
cuddling spaces,
If you have a single 10-foot USB cable that's going to get from that device to your computer, great. If you don't have that, please stop what you're doing right now and call someone who can help.
Yes.
All right.
The answer is not an AV over IP extension from the desktop.
Ooh, USB
To the
out
actual-
into an
yes.
AV over IP extender and then back. Oh, this is awesome.
I have several of you manufacturers have recommended that stuff. That's not the answer. Stop it.
All right, Mark,
You know who you are.
bring us home.
Okay, my battery is not included and some adult supervision required is around all of this new cloud-enabled remote stuff that's going on right now. If you sit through any of their 1-hour webinars and all this stuff, they're going to make it seem like Shangri-La. You can pair with our partners and blah, 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 point it through there. We're going to give you all the data insights and all those juicy bits that Al has always promised you. However, mileage may vary, right? And so it might work if you're using all of our preferred stuff. And yes, you're gonna get all that stuff. But more than likely, you're gonna need a thing on your network. Okay? You're gonna need a thing, an aggregator device of some sort. Now,
Is it
A
all of your
mysterious-
things on the network?
A mysterious black collector box.
you're gonna need a thing, right?
You just need access to the internet for every one of your
I'm
other
hoping this
things.
thing is just like a Windows desktop shoved in a drawer.
Well, some manufacturers will give you the documentation, and
I want that in my stocking.
you know who you are, manufacturer. It's not going to call you out. Some of it can be exciting, but hey, whatever. The clarity they provide is just take this little Docker thing and run it and just go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would be lovely and nice and all, except this is an enterprise environment, and I'm not doing this under my desk on a little piece of shit tower, and so I cannot do that. We're talking about wholesale VMs and things like that. So, moral of the story is all of these cloud manufacturers, if you want to go down this road, you better bring all your friends and your family and your parents, because you're going to have to get involved with a large conversation around how our aggregation service is going to move up. And we have talked about this in the past. Where it gets interesting is that I have questions around each one of these manufacturers' ability to actually navigate an enterprise environment and kind of what it really looks like, because their documentation, some is better than others, some is a lot more frightening than others. And so you know who you are.
I don't think they do, Mark.
They,
I don't
they
think.
do.
Oh
they
no,
do.
I think some do.
And don't get me wrong. And then to add a little bit of extra credit on there, those that have gone down this road and have dabbled in this cloud, and by the way, we're going to have a rather in-depth conversation around cloud in a couple of weeks here. Make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll have some great guests on the show to discuss some cloud and some AV stuff.
By in a couple of weeks, you mean next week?
Next week.
Yes.
But if you're listening to
If
this
you're listening
live,
to this
it
in
happened
the
3
past,
weeks ago.
in a couple weeks, it's going to be there. Anyway, so yes, and this will all be apparent in that conversation. But
I'm confused. Okay.
just show up when you normally show up, Justin. We'll take it from there.
Great.
In this
Justin,
kind
this
of
doesn't affect you at all. You'll be here
Wednesdays and
regardless.
Fridays.
yeah, you'll be here. The part that is even better, and people are like, well, are you doing Zoom rooms and Teams rooms? Well, I may be stupid enough to say yes, we are doing Zoom rooms and Teams rooms. And like, oh, you could just put your credential in there and you'll have all that stuff. You know who doesn't have the highest level of credential for all of my Zoom and Teams instances on campus with their login to our enterprise account?
Let me guess, you.
It's not me.
Anybody.
And so
Mine is admin 1.
right. And so they're like, well, you just put that in there. And it's a one-time connection. It's like, I understand that, guys. I know I could put that in there, but that's not me. Right. And so
I'm not the guy.
yeah. And so you have to bring your adult friends with you because we're not going to be the ones bestowed with any of those credentials.
Yeah.
And on the service, you sit through all those sales and you're like, yes, I want that. I want all my things connected. I want that juicy insight and those data and those analytics and those AI and those forecasting and all the trends. And I want all of that. But it doesn't come with the batteries and adapters to do it.
Yeah.
You need to bring all that stuff in. And we're slogging through it. We have 3 different versions of 3 different manufacturers all going on. And every single one, you will have to account for this at some level. But that's the opportunity, right? Season of Giving, give everybody the joy of that experience. Bring them along to this conversation because this is not just an AV thing. It may sound like an AV thing from their marketing perspective, but it is not. It is a wholesale network and cloud and enterprise infrastructure and traversal data lifecycle management and identity and access management. So, 'tis the season of giving. Make sure you share that joy with everybody in your enterprise environment.
Sounds
I love
exhausting.
When the first step is download this VM software or the virtual machine on Windows and then install this ISO. Whoa.
That's okay.
What makes you think that I'm going to be able to do any of that?
Yes, and some manufacturers have that very well documented. And you're like, okay, I can get, at least you're using enterprise-ready things. Others will not.
Others get very confused by the VM request. They're like, hey, buy this random box and put it on your network somewhere. I'm like, look, I've got a giant enterprise-grade data center. Can we use that and on a virtual machine? And they're like,
let me get back to you. I think we can. I think we can do it. Let me check with some people. Yeah.
Can we just put this box in your server rack? You just
so that's
put it
come
right.
up, Justin. It's like, we'll just buy one of these and put it in the data center. I'm like,
No. Do not ship me a mysterious black box and ask me to put it into the data center somewhere. That is not
Maybe
true.
just walk in there and just plug this up. Shouldn't be a problem.
You want to see my guys laugh? I'll take this in. Hey, will you put this little nook in here?
And so when you're exploring this, when you go down this road, if you're going to go with a vendor that has preferred integrations and partnerships, you will get a different experience for those things that are actually directly integrated versus the data paths you're going to get through your on-prem aggregator. Understand that. Just because it can get to the cloud, how it gets to the cloud actually may impact your performance and what you want to see from those endpoints. So stick with us and we'll kind of bring you some more insights to this little tidbit of story because it's a fun one for everybody to explore.
Unless you're
next
listening
week,
to this recorded, then it was
next
3 weeks ago.
week, when our illustrious guests are here with us. You want to tease who that's going to be, Chris? People are here now.
No, because they may be listening to this later. So
Fine.
You already missed it. But yeah, we're going to have some people on to talk about their campus-wide cloud-connected AV deployments and kind of how that's going, pros and cons, and all that fun stuff. And
The juicy bits.
We'll get there. So.
Yeah. So anyway.
All righty. Well, yeah, so be aware of that as you're rolling that stuff out because it's not quite what they say it is unless you just open up every port on your network with an outside address, which oddly enough, we all had that like 20 years ago. That was all of our devices. So.
Should be fine.
When we were all in public domain.
Oh, yeah.
14,000 public-facing IP addresses.
It's great.
It's awesome.
All righty.
Watchdog galore.
It works
Any
first time
other-
every time.
Works great until it stops, but you could get to it from your phone. It was fantastic. Any other thoughts on little things we missed or anything like that as far as batteries not included items from your Christmas wish list?
Read the specs. Watch your power supplies.
PoE++ is different than PoE+. Beware.
Well, there's several different versions.
There's ++++ with lots of high wattage. Good luck getting
and
a
you
chiplet with
PoE,
that.
so
Yes.
you figure this out. Yeah.
Yes, you take it upon yourself to make it work. Anyway.
Alrighty. Well, enough of that. I think that is going to do us for today. Let me kill this stuff, and then we'll run this other one. You get out of here, and then we'll make
be
this
another
go.
Christmas episode. Make sure you call in when we call on you.
Yeah. So
Are we going to ramp up our phone number? Are we going to do that?
We
yeah,
might be
so
bringing special treats.
good point. So this will work for both the people listening to the recording and the people listening live right now. So in a few weeks, we're going to do another Christmas special towards the end of December, like kind of that Friday before everyone's like just all busy doing other stuff. We're going to do a call-in show. So we want you to call in and talk about what's on your wish list or what you want to return or how things are going for you in general. Just kind of, open call-in show about AV and higher ed and IT and all that fun stuff. So
I just noticed something.
Oh, boy.
Larry is
So,
not wearing a Christmas shirt.
If you were watching me on Portrait, I'm sorry, I have to do this so my face isn't covered by the live
Want to redo it?
logo.
Want to go back to the beginning?
Let's redo it all. That was shit. I didn't know no one could see me. If you're in Portrait,
Yeah, we put the tallest person there for some
it's
reason.
probably a good thing though.
You do
on,
know
there you
that
Yeah, it's
box
better.
not
Yeah.
on
Yeah, that
stream, right?
box
Now-
isn't there.
There's a twist to that whole
I don't
thing.
know that. I don't watch our streams. You kidding me?
The twist to the call-in show is you better be ready when we call you if we don't hear from you.
Yeah, so Mark is threatening, and we have the capability to do it. Mark is threatening that if there's certain people we would expect to call in and they don't, we will simply call them on their
We got
office
your phone
or
numbers.
or mobile numbers. So
And if
We
you
got
don't
your
answer,
phones.
we're calling your support desk.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
better be ready for
call
it.
your directory and just start
With
working.
You know, we
actual
still need to
ticket.
do that show. It's called Random Support Desk
Stick
around
around.
the country.
We're going to do it. Yeah. Anyway, okay.
All right,
Merry
well, we're
Christmas,
going to roll out of here, and we'll see you guys next week. Or if you're listening to this weeks ago, whatever, figure it out.
Today.
Thanks for putting up with yet another episode of AV SuperFriends On Topic. You can contact us with questions, topic ideas, or general complaints at avsuperfriends.com.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
The opinions expressed by the AV SuperFriends are solely those of the individuals and do not represent their respective institutions, organizations, companies, or clients.